If you saw the last few videos, you're probably surprised by the hairstyle. Okay, what's popping, guys? How are you doing? We are back with a video on the main channel. Today we are, as always, going to make a West Coast type beat. Before we get started, we have to talk about something. I made money, man. I sold my first beat on BeatStars this year for 15 bucks, which basically means I made it. And I got DM'd on Instagram by a smaller artist who bought 4 of my beats. All that happened within like 2 weeks. So we're basically up now. I can quit my job. Let's get started. I'm super motivated. Alter. I'm motivated to make beats, but I don't feel too inspired right now. I already made a beat. And I don't know what I want to do for the next one. I'm thinking maybe just some basic Shoreline Mafia stuff. I'd normally start by laying down some kind of chords or the first melody layer, but maybe we should start with the drums today. So let me cook up some drums right now. It's kind of unusual to talk again while I make beats. It has been a while. 2 weeks. Crazy. Oh yeah, that one is nice. I have to save that stomp sound because I like that. I'm trying to get used to saving all the stuff I like to get fast in the future, because it still takes me like 2 hours to make a beat. And that's a little bit too long, if you ask me. No, I don't like that rim. I don't want that rim to go. Help me! What? Hä? Was heißt denn gleichzeitig? Simultaneously. Yes, simultaneously. I don't want the rim to play with the clap. I forgot it again. Let's get some wiki. Let's get some scratches in there as well. Let's get the exact same sound from another drum kit, because then I feel like I did something and I didn't get all the sounds from one drum kit. And that makes me feel special, and I like that. It's panned a little bit to the right. Maybe I can explain a panning problem solution that I explained in the last video, but it was an uncut video, so I don't expect everyone to have watched the entire thing. So I'm just gonna go over it in this video again, if the sounds allows me to explain it. So listen to how this sounds when I pan it. Everything is in mono right now. So I panned the master, so I centered everything basically. And now when I play around with the panning in this piano roll right here, you wouldn't expect any change in sound, but listen closely. Do you hear how it sounds way more loud and a bit more lively when I pan it to the right, even though it's just comes through the middle? That's because when you play around with the panning in the piano roll, it doesn't actually shift the sound that comes from the right side to the left side. It just makes the sound that comes through the right side anyways louder, and makes the sound that comes through the left channel a little bit more quiet. So if you want to shift the sound from the left side to the right side, or the other way around, the only way you can really do that, at least to my knowledge, is by using Fruity Balance. And that way you can, move the sound that comes from the left to the left, and I think you know what I'm saying. So what you could also do, which is what I'm going to do, because I don't want to have the sound static on the right side, if that makes any sense. I want to play around with it in the piano roll, so I can move it to the left in some parts and move it to the right in some other parts. I'm gonna export this one shot basically in mono. There's probably an easier way to do this, but I don't know how. So I'm just gonna do it as I please. Now it's basically a mono sound that I can shift to the left or to the right as I please, and it will sound exactly the same. I like that. I like that. Before we move on with the mixing stuff, let's just lay down the first melodic layer of this beat. I bought Expand 2 for the price of 33 euros, which is pretty decent if you ask me. It should still be on sale right now, so if you want to use Expand, just go on Plugin Boutique and you should find it for 50% off. Ooh. Listen to this. Oh yeah, don't listen to it. Ooh. That worked out pretty nicely, so let's use Expand again. Let's go into the pianos. I don't expect too much crazy good acoustic piano sounds, but I was surprised once, maybe I'll get surprised again. Let's not fully quantize it. Oh, wow, yeah. I almost dislocated my shoulder doing absolutely nothing. Let's go into Omnisphere and look for the skinny glider lead, because I need the skinny glider lead. You've probably heard it a million times, but I don't care. I need the skinny glider lead, like, immediately. Decent so far, not that special, because mostly because of the skinny glider. That's an instrument you've probably heard like a million times if you listen to West Coast and new jazz type beats or Shoreline Mafia type beats in general. Probably the most overused sound in type beat history. We can switch it up with some other instruments that are a little bit more to our liking. I don't know. I have... What's your opinion about rules when making beats? I think there are some rules that are set, or there are some boundaries to a certain genre. Like, I couldn't tell you that this is a Ariana Grande type beat, right? You should know the rules, so you can break them, you know? And by using sounds that are immediately recognizable, you can then go ahead and do something interesting or unique, and that way it will still be a Shoreline Mafia type beat, but it will sound different and will catch the listener's ear, and that's what we all want, you know? That's crazy. It's the first thing I touched and it's actually insane. I feel like we need some kind of bell maybe. Oh, maybe we should just open up Expand again. I want to use belloscillatido. I don't want to use belloscillations. I don't want to use it again. Let's see if something new has released on arcade. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah, that does it. That's pretty fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could put in one more layer just for variation purposes. We're not gonna let all of these melodic layers play at once, because that would be kind of overkill and a little bit too full. But it's a good idea to have many different layers that you can play in different sequences of the beat, you know? Let's get the soft clipper on the master channel. Because I want to know how it sounds with this kind of different 808. I think it's just a spin, but it's kind of a long one. And sometimes I don't like how it sounds when you push a very long, an 808 with a long tail into the soft clipper. Yeah, it sounds fire. Another trick, you hear how the 808 and the kick cancel each other out. What you can do in that case is you can go to the kick mixer channel and go to reverse polarity and see how it sounds that way. Way better. But now it could be the case that in the parts where the 808 sounded good before, that it now doesn't sound that good anymore. So you have to double check. Yeah, it doesn't sound as punchy anymore. So what I like to do in this situation is duplicate the kick, clone it. Then you're gonna go send this to 25, this other kick. Then you're gonna take the parts of the kick that you wanna reverse in polarity. I think it was over here, right? And then you can reverse that kick. And both sound punchy still. Yeah. Otherwise you'd have to do some side chaining, and you can do side chaining with kick and 808, but I don't like that sound too much anymore. I don't know. Yeah, man, and that's what I meant by, I think that's where we're gonna end it for this video. Oh no, wait a second. That's what I meant before when I said there are rules to this stuff. There are mainly rules if you're trying to go for the type beat road, because then you have to make a certain type of sound, you know, and that comes with certain boundaries. But that's what I meant, you know. I have this one element in that beat now where some people are gonna be like, I don't know if that's, people are gonna recognize it, you know, but it's still a Short Like Mafia type beat, at least in my head. And that's what makes, that's why it's important to know certain rules so you can break them, you know, decently. Let's use Shaperbox. I think that could be fire. Yeah, man, and that's where we're gonna call it a day for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to stay until the end because you're gonna get a small snippet of the entire beat. If you actually want to listen to the entire thing, I'm gonna link it in the description. Follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna be able to post more regularly now on there as well because I fucked up all my exams and now I've got more time. If you like this video, make sure to leave it a like and consider to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Videos every week. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Bye. Au revoir.